What's up YouTube? Welcome to this new time-lapse of Europa Universalis 4. We are in 1.22.1 with third Rome installed, and basically I wanted to make yet another Roman Empire run. Last time we did it with Castile, I think. Pretty big nation, so we started with something kind of small-ish. I also decided to I wanted to do something that's more like makes more sense for the Roman Empire. Like, there's a lot of nations that can do it. Only a few really could be the heir to the empire, and one of the nation actually end up having a national idea called heir to the empire, which is Italy. So we wanted to form Italy before doing the Roman Empire. So there's multiple options to do that. Basically all Italian nations, with the exception of the Papal State, can do it. Not all are really viable. The most viables, I would say, are Milan, Venice, and Florence. Florence because they have pretty good ideas. But the problem with Florence is they get stuck in the start because they can't go anywhere. Everybody has, like, there's webs of alliances everywhere. The problem of Venice is they are the strongest of all of those nations, but they are not in the HRE. So expanding in Italy before 1490 is a bit of a problem. Usually you expand somewhere else, gain some strength, and then come back, but it means that your forming Italy will happen later. Also, your Merchant Republic, which has some issues since a few patches, since you can't really expand, so you'll have to switch around. Milan has a big advantage. It's the strongest of those that are in the HRE, and has the big advantage of already owning Milan, which is one of the prerequisite provinces to form Italy, because Italy is a huge problem of aggressive expansion early game. Owning Milan already, which is a very big province, means that you don't. It's basically aggressive expansion you don't need to get. And the other options would be, I think, well, besides culture shifting, some shenanigans, but in terms of the already Italian nations, there would be Naples, but Naples obviously need to release itself from Aragon. There would be Genoa, I guess. The other ones are just small nations, really. There's Savoy too. The problem with Savoy, they are strong. The problem with Savoy is, first of all, if France decides to turn around after 1490, well, good luck. And they don't own anything that is required for forming Italy, so they have to do all the work. Anyway. And beyond that, to form the Roman Empire, just a small recap for those who don't remember or don't know, to form a Roman Empire you need to own all of the region of France, not just France, but like the whole French region. I can't really change here, otherwise it would leave the time lapse. All of Iberia, and Iberia also counts the 3 islands here. You also need all of Italy, obviously, all of the Balkans, all of Anatolia, and all of a region called the Mashriq, which is basically Iraq and Syria and all that. So basically it comes down to these provinces, down to Jerusalem and the province beyond that, and down to this province is accounted in the Mashriq through Iraq, basically this. So you need all that. Beyond that, you also need some specific provinces, which are Fez in Morocco, Tunis, Cairo, trying not to forget. You also need London and York in England, and you need Zealand, which is here, Zealandia. Beyond that, you need to be Christian, any Christian, so Orthodox or Coptic can do it, as well as any pagan, so even Tengri can do it. That would be an idea eventually, I suppose. It's a long shot though, because even for nations that starts here, you'll get it, and you'll do it in the 1700 mainly because of aggressive expansion. The easiest nation to form the Roman Empire without dealing with Italy would be France, I suppose. Anyway. Let's start this. So we started with Milan. At the start, the big thing you need to do here is really deal with, take vassals instead of full annexing annexing provinces. The reason for this, there's 2 reasons. First, it's less aggressive expansion to vassalize, but second is, since you're still in the HRE, you're not going to have HRE requests. So our plan was basically to expand while having France as a main ally, helping France so that they grow strong, so that basically coalitions wouldn't form against us. So here we got stuck a little bit, but eventually Luca broke his alliances and we managed to go there. At this point I think we have Florence as a vassal. And here we're stuck a bit. This guy was allied to big nations and Genoa as well. Genoa was allied to Austria, but eventually Genoa will break alliance with Austria because reasons, and then that's where we'll manage to go to Siena and then Genoa. And then we'll go to the Pope. Here we'll take our first coalition really. I'm like, okay, screw it. All I need at this point is Ancona and Roma. I'm like, okay, screw it, we'll take it. Well, I have to deal with the event for the Catholic event because we stayed Catholic. But here we go. Italy is formed in 1520. A few years after Tech 10, really. Then we'll start pushing on Austria. At this point, we have France, Hungary, and Poland, who has its PU as allies. We didn't get any personal union in this run, for those who wonder. We'll have to go to Spain eventually. It's pretty difficult. Spain was the strongest nation in Europe. But we keep pushing here. We had Switzerland as a vassal. Another advantage of Milan at the start is that since they start here, but you're in the HRE, you can expand into Germany before 1490. So it's another way of expanding. So we vassalized Switzerland this way, just to own all of the Alps in case, just for defense purposes. And then I wanted to kick out Austria. My plan there, which didn't work really, was to kick out Austria, and if a weak nation would get emperorship, then we would dismantle. But Bohemia got it with good alliances. So now at this point, basically the Commonwealth would drop the Commonwealth because he kept being attacked. My main issue was the Ottoman and Russia were allies. I couldn't push. I tried once, but we had to white peace. And then what happened? We got a massive coalition. I don't remember for what exactly, but we got a massive coalition. The Ottoman triggered it. It was all of like southern Germany with the Ottomans. They attacked us and they called in Russia. I thought we would die there, but we managed to defend here enough to white peace it. One of the big advantage of Italy is the 50% improved relations, so aggressive expansion drops super quickly. So just the 5 years of white peace was enough for the coalition to go away completely. But the Ottomans didn't get time to recover from that, so then we attacked with everybody, and that's so yeah, I've started to take the stuff I needed here. So now we'll start pushing on the Ottomans soon. They took Hungary, but we'll use rebels to blow them up. Yeah, I stopped France here. Small detail, they were pushing too hard on Spain, so I decided to go to Spain and then Portugal so that France would stop expanding. When you see Serbia regaining its cores is when I beat up the Ottomans. The way I did it is attacking Morocco as other ally, and then just regain the cores of Serbia, break the alliance with Russia. I was expecting, and it worked, that once their alliance breaks, they would rival each other. And then while we are at peace, they'll be fighting each other real hard. So when we come back to the Ottomans, now directly to the Ottomans, they have nothing left. And then we'll start pushing. So a bunch of that is also rebels that regained land from the Ottomans. So yeah, so now we're just pushing in Hungary because we had nothing enough to do. Eventually we'll break with France and start pushing on France as well. I wanted the Ottomans to completely be broken before breaking with France so that they wouldn't form a coalition. So yeah, we start on France. The problem with France is they keep allying the Commonwealth, and I didn't want to fight France and the Commonwealth at the same time, so I had to always attack Scotland with France as a non-co-belligerent, take a few provinces, avoid with Commonwealth. We had to do it 3 times before they didn't get the alliance back. And that's when we'll just keep pushing here, just for the lulz. Now the Ottomans will become revolutionary Ottomans, so we got an achievement I'd never got, which was to crush the revolution, because the eye would never go revolutionary. But now they did, so we did that, and that's why we'll full annex them. We didn't need all this, but I full annex them to remove the revolution, because if you're a monarchy and the revolution exists, well, it's a lot of rebels. And then we went to England for this, but we basically removed England altogether from Europe, then France. And then I'm like, okay, fine, we'll go deal with Germany. I don't need anything anymore, so here's the empire. Boom. Last thing I got is Zealand. Now I'm just going to quickly remove Germany with except the Bourbon because we have a truce with them. We'll go finish here, and then we'll have a massive war with Russia. As you can see, on this border is basically what I ended up taking from Russia. Here it was just for fun at this point, so we'll go from Russia to Scandinavia, from Russia to Scandinavia. We'll fully remove Scandinavia, also manage to fully annex our subjects, which is nice. We needed only one more war, really. I wanted to have all of Europe, but we'll run out of time. Even at the end, I didn't finish coring. But this guy will disappear right on time. This is mine, is just freaking Paradox trolling us. And Stockholm never changes color in the time lapse. So here we go. I think we are over 12,000 development now. Like Ashanti is the fourth great power, which makes no sense. I don't know how Spain and England kept their colonial nations, because they are all in opium in some province in the Pacific. But they kept it. Tyrone had a pretty good game. I think it was 5th or 6th. Obviously it was me, Russia, and Ming as 1, 2, 3. France is a landlocked African nation, just because it's funny. Portugal is in South Africa. You know, that's it. Thank you for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the content here, drop a like on the video, as well as subscribe to the channel. Also, if you want to watch on Twitch, this is always played on Twitch at twitch.tv/Colroot. Drop a follow there as well. From there, I don't know what will be the next run, but there will be a time lapse of it. So I'll see you in maybe a few days. Thanks for watching.